One very beautiful thing about multiplication of algebra is that you can multiply any variable with any variable and you still have your answer. Simply put, 5a times 3a, what you're saying is that 5, don't forget, 5a is the same as 5 times a. Do you remember? Okay, so we have 5 times a times 3 times a. This is the breakdown of what we have just said here. Alright? Now, 5 times 3, okay, it's like I'm arranging 5 times 3 times a times a. Are you seeing that now? So I have 5 times 3 is what? 15, and a times a is what? A squared. So my answer is 15a squared. You have 4f times 6b. Now, we have to solve something like this together. Simply put, 4 and 6, which are the coefficients, they are going to multiply themselves together, while the variables will also what? Multiply themselves together. So I have something like this: 4 times 6 times f times b, and that gives me 24. 4 times 6 is 24. F and b will be fb. Let's go a little bit more advanced and say that we have 3x times 5xy times 6xy. Now, if we have something like this, it's quite simple. All we need to do is to bring all the coefficients together to multiply each other, and the variables will also multiply each other. So we have 3 times 5 times 6, okay, and we have x times y, that's it now, then times x times y. You see, so 3 times 5 is what? 15, and 15 times 6 is going to give us 90. So I have 90. X times x times x, that is what? X in how many places? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. So x is what? X cubed. And y is in how many places? 2. So we have y squared. This is the final answer. Let's take another example. 4x squared y times 3x y times 2ab. Now, I can multiply this one without having any issues. What do? I multiply the coefficients together. So 4 times 3 is what? 12. 12 times 2 is what? 24. So I say 24. My x squared times x is what? If this is x squared, that means it is 2x. You get? And this is just 1, so it becomes 2 plus 1, 3. That means I have x cubed, y is what? Y squared, ab. But does this arrangement looks kind of simplified? To me, no. But you can leave it like this, okay? But then, let me rearrange by reason of alphabetical order. 24, a, b, x cubed, y squared. So this is the final answer. Division of algebra. Take an example. We have 12a divided by 3. How do we solve this? All we need to do is to say 12a all over 3. Now, does this division have anything to do with my variable? No. I'm dividing only with constant. We have to deal with only the coefficient. Therefore, I'm going to have what? If I break 12 down, as in the factors of 12, I'm going to have 12 as 2 times 3, right? Then times a divided by what? 3. So 3 here 1, 3 here 1 also. So I'm left with 2 times 2, 4, and with a, that means my answer is 4a. I could simply have divided straight 12a. I could have simply divided straight by saying 3 here 1, 3 here 4, and it gives me 4a. It's the same thing, okay? But just for explanation sake, I had to go through this way for you to understand what exactly happened that gave us 4a. Let's take another example. If I have 12x squared y divided by 3xy. Now, for this, I'm going to have 12x squared y divided by 3xy, and that will give me, what are the factors of 12 once again? 2 times 2 times 3 times x times y, alright, divided by 3 times x times y. So 3 cancel 3, x cancel one of the x, y cancel y, and I'll be left with 2 times 2, 4. What again? I'm seeing this x, so my answer is 4x. Also, we could say that the 12x squared y divided by 3xy is simply, how many 3 can I see in 12? 4. How many x can I see in x squared? 1, alright? Then y goes in y. Do you understand how I cancel this x with this square? Because x is 1, x squared is 2, so 2 minus 1 will be left with what? 1. And that gives us 4x as our answer. Just to emphasize what I did here again, I'm going to give us another example that has to do with something like this. So let's say we have 54a cubed b squared y divided by 9a b squared y squared. Okay, now this is what we have and we want to divide it. What are we going to do? Let's use our long method. What are the factors of 54? Okay, we know 54 to be 9 times what? Times 6. So we can say 54 is 6 times 9, alright, times our a times a times a, then our b times b, then our y is 1, okay, and here we have 9 times a times b times b times y times y. So 9 cancels 9, a cancels one of the a, b cancels b, this b also cancels this b, and y cancels one y here. So we are left with one y down. Therefore, our answer here is 6. How many a? 1, 2. So this is 6a squared, alright? But then we have divided by y. Okay? So how exactly, can we just leave it like this? No. For simplification's sake, we have it as, recall that, let me just let you recall this. Recall that 1 over x is the same thing as x raised to power minus 1. Alright? So here we have that 6a squared. This is 1 over y. So 1 over y, if we are to invert it, then we have it as what? Y minus 1. So this is our final answer. Here are some practice questions for you to solve at your own leisure. If you have any difficulty whatsoever, you can drop a comment in the comment section or reach out to me on the number that is displayed on the screen. I believe you enjoyed today's class. Drop your questions and your comment in the comment section. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, invite your friends, share this video, and click the notification button. See you in my next class.